Hey everybody, it's your boy Zero here for another gunpla review. I know this is a day earlier than usual, but I do have a wedding to go to on Saturday, so I want to get this up earlier so I can get as much views as I can over the weekend instead of, me staring at it panicking. So I decided to do today's episode on my Gundam Typhon, or Typhon, depending on how you want to pronounce it, the Greek monster god. So, this is made up of the Barbatos, the Freedom, and I think, the Daggerel, that was involved, and the Sky High Wings, obviously. So, yeah, this is a lot of different pieces from a lot of different mobile suits. So this is why I named her after, a monster that's basically a giant chimera. If you want one for yourself, I do believe Galactic Toys does have a lot of the pieces needed to make him. So let's get into the review / summary of one of my literal favorite custom builds, because I literally planned building this from day one as soon as I saw the Sky High Wing. So let's get into the review. Okay, so let's talk about the build process. Wasn't that complicated. I did do some painting, like I did paint the front skirt and the side skirt, obviously, to make it more of a darker color. Other than that, I did, as you can see, the wings are a bit odd colored. This was my literal first attempt at panel lining. As you can clearly see, I was not good at it. I don't think I'm much better now, but I am a little bit better. So I'll take the small victory while I can. So, yeah. And before anyone asks, yes, the Sky High Wings were a pain to find. I did eventually get them off of Amazon because that's where I was mostly buying back in the day for gunpla parts, and they weren't expensive then. They were like $30, but now you have to be careful because of scalpers and all that. They can get pretty darn expensive, and like somebody commented in my last video, well, custom build video with the Shinshiki, yeah, it would be too expensive and time consuming for Bandai to make all the different backpacks. I get it, I understand. But Lord knows that would make everything a lot easier for people. But he does make a fair point, because some pieces just don't really work, especially with the older models. The new ones, I may not be compatible with them, except for some of them do have the standard backpack holes. It's just a whole mess. You would have to make adapters for all of them. I mean, the Sky High Wings did come with an adapter, but I can get it. It can become costly at the end of the day. But it's also, a multi-billion-dollar industry. I can totally get a backpack, or at least make a backpack adapter, for the average backpacks, so it's like can fit most popular gunpla. That's just my opinion. But yeah, so let's get into some details about this, dude. I just pop off the hand here because a lot of the weight's being held up by the mace from the Barbatos Lupus Rex. And I had so many leftover pieces from the Barbatos from my truly first custom build, the Nephilim Gundam, which I will do a video on that eventually. That was literally the first Gundam I entered in a contest and all this stuff, and it looks so much different than I originally intended it, and I'm okay with that because it looks so much cooler. But yeah. So I had some leftover pieces, I decided to throw them together in a chimera situation. So this is how we ended up with him. So I'll just remove the hand because it's a lot easier to deal with. And we'll take off the wings. As you can see, this one does not have the adapter attached because it can connect to anything with a standard 2-peg back. So you do have options with the standard, but it does come with adapters. So if it has a one plug, you have options to paint in there. Oh, and I guess I did paint the back skirt. Like I said, it's been a while since I actually looked at one of my favorite designs. It's the classic Barbatos. I believe this is the Lupus. I know it's the Barbatos Lupus, I believe, regular or the Rex. I'm not entirely sure. Let me check. Yeah, I think it's the Barbatos Lupus head. Regardless, it's a Barbie head, so it's awesome. So this is the arm fully bent, and so it has. I gave it decent arm articulation. That's the leg all the way up, so that's a little bit of an issue. And thanks to this side skirt, if you just move out of the way, you do get some decent kicks. And of course, paralyzed back skirt ain't going anywhere. As you can see, I did not fully paint this because that splotch of white there and there, not the best decision in my life. No, I didn't paint the side skirts. That's just black plastic. Ooh. Back of the legs, vents go up, vents go down. Nothing too crazy there. Minor ab crunch, so yeah, you're not gonna get a lot of posing out of this dude, but what you do, it's pretty solid. So you can get a decent posing out of him. The wings itself also has articulation. Each part of the wings can bend, move, so you can get a lot of different poses out of it. And like I said, since it's a standard backpack, you can just slide it on. Like so. And yes, the regular hands actually do hold the mace, which is pretty cool. And then you end up with something like this. The downside is the mace is heavy and it does cause the hand to droop. So you do get that bit of a flaw. It's not a great thing, but hey, you can get decent posability out of it, like anyone. But the problem is with the weight of the mace, it does look a bit off kilter a bit, but I personally enjoy it. Creator bias, you know all that. But like I said, there was no gluing involved, so this is, if you have the pieces for it, maybe you can make your own variant of it. That's always an option, you know. But yeah, I think this took me like 2 days to build. Mostly I spent a day designing it and figuring out what pieces would work instead. Because I didn't have the legs from the Barbatos Lupus Rex anymore. I didn't have the head of the Strike, because that went to something else. Another Gundam that I built that was like, I originally was calling it the Eclipse Gundam. But then, 2 weeks later, the actual Eclipse got announced. So I was like, ooh, I cannot call you the Eclipse Gundam anymore. So I'll do its sister unit on another day. So let's just get to the summary section of this and call it a day. Okay, so like I said, I would recommend panelining the wings. Well, I didn't say that, but I should have. I recommend, if you're going to do something like this, I recommend panelining the wings or leaving them pure white to give it a more pure angelic look. If that's up to you. If you want to paint them any other color, go for it. Don't let me, steer you in the direction you don't want to do. Be careful with the mace. You make sure you have it at an angle that it won't pop the hand out. It is a tad heavier than what the hand is used to, but it probably won't pop out. Mine hasn't, and I built this years ago, so you should be good. I really like the design of it. I didn't paint this other than a few choice parts because it had more of a Gundam natural color scheme to it. And I didn't feel the need to make it, more, popping. Plus, like I said, it felt more like a Gundam unit than anything. So, much like the Shinshiki, the more I looked at it, the more I was like, nah, I'm not painting most of this. I like it as is. So like I said, this is made up of the Barbatos Lupus, the Barbatos Lupus Rex, the Freedom, the Dagger L, and the Sky High Wings. You may have to shop around for a lot of the parts. The Barbatos Lupus and the Barbatos Lupus Rex you can get anywhere. The Dagger L you can pretty much get anywhere. The Freedom, anywhere. The Sky High Wings, on the other hand, that's going to be the difficult part because they are hard to find. I found mine on Amazon, and it was cheaper then. But I recommend, if you do look for Amazon, try to find the cheapest one you can find, because you don't want to spend like $60, $70 on this piece. Those are cool wings, don't get me wrong, but they do have third-party stuff that you can use, like from US Gundam Store has these third-party wings that look like the wings from the Wing Zero from Endless Waltz. And they work for high grades and real grades. So, you do have options. So I want to thank everybody for watching. I hit 150 subscribers. I hit the original Gen 1 Pokemon amount, which is awesome. I actually hit 151 the other day, and I just recently lost a subscriber, which sucks. But you know what? It sucks, but I'll move on. I appreciate all of you that are still here, watching. I ordered a bunch of models the other day, so the Testament hopefully is coming in next week. The Barbatos Lupus Rex full mechanics should be coming in next week, again, hopefully. The Durablade or Durabaldi from Wish for Mercury is coming in a couple of days, along with the Gym Custom and the gun cannon. So I will have the last of the Project Victory group. So that will probably be after the Testament, not next week, because I have a Gundam ready built for Monday. So the week after that, the gun cannon should be, if the Testament is here. If the Testament's not here, then it's going to be the gun cannon. But with that being said, thank you all for watching. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll catch you guys in the next video when I show you from Wish for Mercury, the Gundam Aerial Rebuild, which is kind of a silly name. Why would they name it the Rebuild? They could have called it something new, but hey, to each their own. So, thanks for watching. Links are down below if you want to support the channel, and I'll catch you guys later. Peace, and have a wonderful day.